Greetings, esteemed cultivators of the land, dedicated farmers, experienced gardeners, and respected professionals of the agricultural sector. It is with great appreciation and respect for your hard work that I present to you an opportunity that can complement your income and at the same time enhance the results of your work in the field. The company is called Neolife and it brings you an excellent product called Super Gro, and with it a clear, simple and honest way to earn extra money every month. Neolife values your technical knowledge, your influence in the sector, and your reputation among farmers and clients. Therefore, it offers an opportunity designed especially for people like you, with field experience, a network of contacts, and credibility. My name is Ilario Zefaniaj Manis. I am an authorized independent distributor of Neolife products. I hereby come to explain how you can earn up to 17,000 rands per month, starting from your third month if you become an independent distributor of Neolife and build your business using the product called Super Gro. But you may wonder, what is this company called Neolife? Neolife is a company that specializes in health and well-being. It was founded in California, United States of America in 1958. That is, it has been in the market for more than 65 years, which shows that it is a serious and established company. It is not experimenting with us. It is present in more than 55 countries, and in Africa it arrived in 1971 in South Africa. It is part of the Direct Selling Association of South Africa. Today, Neolife is in many African countries such as Nigeria, Ghana, Tanzania, Kenya, Mozambique, and Botswana, among others. It started as GNLD, it was called GNLD before, and for a strategic marketing reason, it is now called Neolife. Its mission is to help the world become a healthier and happier place, fighting both chronic diseases and poverty. And what does that mission have to do with Super Gro? Everything. Super Gro is part of that mission. Although Neolife is best known for nutritional supplements and beauty products, it also invests in sustainable solutions for agriculture, because the health of the planet and of people also depends on the quality of the food that we eat. Super Gro is a clear example of this. It is a product that helps farmers produce more with less water waste and less use of harmful chemicals. Super Gro helps you get the most out of your water. It is not wasted. Super Gro contributes to safer food, increased agricultural productivity, and reduction of poverty among small producers. Therefore, when we talk about helping the world be healthier and happier, we are not only talking about fighting diseases with supplements, but also about improving agriculture, generating income, and ensuring better quality food for all. But before we go into the business part, it is worth understanding first what exactly Super Gro is and what its main benefits are. Why is it worth trying? Why should we use it in our farms or in our gardens? And why is it good for business? Before understanding how Super Gro works, it's important to understand what a surfactant is. A surfactant is a substance that reduces the surface tension of water. In practical terms, it means water spreads more easily over surfaces like leaves and soil instead of forming droplets that roll off. In agriculture, this allows for better penetration and distribution of inputs, such as fertilizers and pesticides, and more efficient absorption by plant tissues. Surfactants are powerful allies for making agriculture more effective and sustainable. Super Gro is a surfactant. Super Gro has 6 main functions and all work together to improve results in the field. Super Gro is a spreader. This means that it allows water and inputs to cover a large area of the leaf. For example, when applying a fungicide to a cabbage leaf without a spreader like Super Gro, the liquid forms droplets and runs off. With Super Gro, which is a spreader, it covers the whole leaf and protects better. Super Gro is also a wetter or a wetting agent. That means it keeps water droplets longer on leaves. For example, on a hot and dry day, a foliar fertilizer evaporates quickly, but with a wetter, the water stays longer on the leaf, increasing absorption. This will also help the plant retains humidity. Super Gro is a dispersant. It prevents particles from clumping together. For example, if we are using a powdered fungicide or insecticide, for example, in a sprayer, without Super Gro, the product stays at the bottom. The pesticide stays at the bottom of the sprayer. It circles there. You need to be constantly stirring so that it mixes well. But if you use Super Gro, which is a dispersant, the solution or the pesticides will mix well with water, and it will be a homogeneous mixture. You won't have to stir it over and over. Super Gro is an emulsifier. That means it helps mix substances that normally do not mix, like water and oil. If we are using an oil-based insecticide like neem oil, without an emulsifier, without Super Gro, the oil is going to float. But with an emulsifier like Super Gro, it mixes well with water and spreads well. So if you spray it on your plants, it's going to stick. It's not going to separate water and oil. Super Gro is also a sticker. It makes products stick to leaves even with wind or rain. For example, when you apply herbicide on weeds before it rains, without the sticker, the herbicide is washed off by the rain or it's blown off by the wind. But with Super Gro, it stays on the plant and works well. It sticks to the plant. So when it rains or there's wind, it is not washed off. Super Gro is also a penetrant. It helps water and inputs enter better into leaves and soil. For example, in dry or compacted soils, water runs off. With Super Gro, the water penetrates deeply and reaches the roots, even on those repellent soils that does not allow water to soak in. This function makes Super Gro more than an additive. It is a true ally of the farmer. Super Gro contains powerful and carefully chosen ingredients to ensure its performance. Super Gro contains ethoxylated alkyl phenol, a surfactant that helps water spread evenly and stick to plant surfaces. It also contains polysiloxane, which is a silicone-based agent that reduces water surface tension, improving coverage and penetration. Super Gro also contains nonylphenol ethoxylate, which is the guaranteed ingredient. 20% have been used here. So it's the main active ingredient which is responsible for spreading, wetting, and penetration effects. Although these ingredients are synthetic, Super Gro is biodegradable. This means the environment is able to naturally decompose the product after its use without leaving lasting toxic traces. It is important to understand the difference between organic and biodegradable products. An organic product is made from natural compounds such as plant extracts or natural minerals. A biodegradable product, even if it's synthetic, is formulated to be broken down by microorganisms in the soil or water without causing environmental damage. For this reason, Super Gro can be used in organic farming practices provided local guidelines are respected. It improves the effectiveness of water and organic fertilizers without compromising the sustainable nature of agricultural production. Super Gro acts like a liquid greenhouse. This is because it creates ideal conditions for the plant to retain water and nutrients, even outside a physical greenhouse. By reducing evaporation and increasing absorption, plants behave as if they were in a controlled environment. They grow more, produce more, and resist environmental stress better. It is worth using Super Gro. Super Gro also acts as a catalyst. That is, it accelerates and intensifies the effects of the products with which it is mixed. When we use fertilizers or pesticides with Super Gro, results appear faster because nutrients and active ingredients are absorbed more efficiently. This reduces plant response time and can shorten the production cycle. For those working with short cycle crops or on a large scale, this time and efficiency gain represents a huge economic advantage. This means you can reap your vegetables before the other farmers can have them, and as a result, you'll sell at a higher price. It could also give you an opportunity to plant the crop various times in the same season, in the same space. Some farmers who practice organic farming say they use Super Gro on their crops, and when the products are inspected before export, they still pass the organic certification test because Super Gro leaves no toxic residues on the soil or in the plant. So Super Gro accelerates the production without compromising the nature of the crops. Here we have an image that gives us a much clearer picture of what Super Gro actually does for plants. Let's start by looking at the illustration of the leaves, which you can see on your left-hand side. In the first example, the leaf has been irrigated with pure water only. Notice what happens. The water does not spread across the surface of the leaf. Instead, it rolls off in tiny droplets, forming small beads of water here and there. This means the leaf never becomes completely wet. What happens to those droplets? They sit on the surface for a short while, but very quickly, because of the heat of the sun or the movement of the wind, they evaporate. In just a few minutes, much of the water is gone. Now, imagine if you had mixed that water with pesticides or fertilizers. Since the water does not stick to the leaf, those valuable products are also lost. They either run off, fall to the ground, or evaporate before the plant has had a chance to absorb them. That's wasted time, wasted effort, and wasted money. But now look at the second leaf, the one that has been irrigated with water mixed with Super Gro. The difference is striking. The leaf is completely wet and from edge to edge. The water spreads evenly across the surface and clings to it. And because the water clings, everything that was mixed with that water, whether fertilizers, pesticides, or micronutrients, also stick to the leaf. They don't simply roll off or disappear into the air. They stay where they are needed the most, on the leaf surface where the plant can absorb them effectively. Even if the day turns hot or the wind begins to blow or a sudden rain shower comes in the evening, the water with Super Gro does not vanish so easily. It holds onto the leaf surface, giving the plant more time to absorb what it needs. The result, a healthier, stronger, more resistant plant, one that can defend itself better against pests, diseases, and harsh weather. Now let's move to the illustration on the right, which deals with water penetration into the soil. Here we are comparing two plants. First, look at the plant that has been irrigated with water mixed with Super Gro. Notice how the water moves from the surface of the soil all the way down to the very tips of the roots. The moisture penetrates deeply and spreads evenly throughout the soil profile. This allows the plant's roots to grow larger, deeper, and stronger. A plant with deep roots is a stable plant. It can draw water and nutrients from a much greater volume of soil, and that gives it a huge advantage, especially during dry spells. Now compare that with the plant irrigated with pure water only. What do you see? The water barely soaks into the soil. It stays mainly at the surface, penetrating only a little way down. The deeper roots of the plant receive almost no moisture. As a result, the roots remain small and shallow because the plant has no reason or ability to grow them deeper. And the plant itself stays smaller and weaker, unable to withstand stress, drought, or nutrient shortages. So what is the secret here? The secret is that Super Gro acts as a penetrant. Many soils, especially in hot or dry climates, can become what we call repellent soils. These are soils that act almost like cement. When you pour water on them, the water doesn't soak in. It just runs off the surface or stays in shallow patches. This is a common problem for farmers, gardeners, and anyone trying to grow crops. Super Gro breaks through that resistance. It reduces the surface tension of the water, allowing it to spread and infiltrate the soil much more effectively. Once the water is inside the soil, it can reach the full root system of the plant, not just the uppermost layer. That means plants get better hydration and they also get better access to nutrients carried by the water. But Super Gro doesn't just help in short term, it also helps the soil retain moisture for longer. By holding water deeper in the ground, the soil stays humid for a longer period. This creates a more balanced environment around the roots. The plants become more drought resistant because they always have access to water stored deeper in the soil profile. Instead of suffering when the topsoil dries out, the plant can continue drawing on the reserves below. And also remember, water availability is everything for plants. Super Gro directly addresses several challenges faced by African farmers. Challenges like poor or compacted soils, periods of drought or poorly distributed rains, high cost of fertilizers and pesticides, low productivity. With Super Gro, it is possible to face all these problems with a single solution. It allows better use of little available water, better utilization of inputs, and obtaining healthier harvest even under adverse conditions. As we have stated previously, instead of suffering when the topsoil dries out, the plant can continue drawing water on the reserve below. Water availability is everything for plants. You can apply fertilizers and everything else, but water is important. Let's see how to use Super Gro correctly from before the seed germinates until the final harvest stage. First, you have to mix well-decomposed manure with the soil. This enriches the land and prepares the environment for Super Gro to act better. This is compulsory if your soil needs to be prepared first. Okay. If it does not need any preparation, it's okay. You can just go directly to planting. Then mix 1 milliliter of Super Gro per 1 liter of water. Water the soil well. This will activate the manure and create a moist and rich environment for the seeds. Then, for the next 3 days, you'll be watering only with water. Continue watering normally only with water to maintain moisture and activate soil nutrients. Then you have to prepare the seed. This one is optional. Not everyone have a good experience with preparing the seeds because it also depends on the quality of the seeds. Some rot. Okay. So soak the seeds in Super Gro for up to 8 hours if it is maize or any other seeds that but this is not recommended for smaller seeds like tomatoes because they have a tendency of rotting. Then plant normally after the soil is ready. Start 7 days after germination when plants already have at least 2 true leaves. Then you have to mix 1 milliliter of Super Gro per 1 liter of water. You have to do this once a week or once every 2 weeks depending on the crop and the climate. So it also depends on the type of soil. Okay, so you'll need to be always checking the soil whether it's still wet or not. Now, let's look at how you can generate income with Super Gro. To understand this, it's important to know that Neolife operates under a distribution model known as network marketing. What is network marketing or multi-level marketing? It's a business model in which companies do not promote their products through television, radio, or billboards. Instead, they use people called distributors or promoters to share and market their products. In other ways, the company sells its products to distributors and distributors sell the products to the public, and they are the one who handle the promotion and the direct sales. When you join the company, you become both a consumer and a promoter of the products. In this model, you don't work alone. It's important to build a network of resellers by inviting other people to do the same. You earn both from the products you sell and from the orders placed by the people you have recommended to the company. At Neolife, you receive commissions based on your purchases and on the purchases made by the people you've brought into the business. Network marketing is not a pyramid scheme. In network marketing, there are real high-quality products being sold. Profits come from product sales, not just from recruitment. In pyramid scheme, there is no real product or service. Money circulates only among members and profits come from recruiting new members. These schemes are illegal and always end badly. Neolife is legitimate, legal, and operates with transparency. Neolife is part of Direct Sales Association of South Africa. So if you want to investigate the legitimacy of Neolife, you can just consult with the Direct Selling Association of South Africa, and you can even look up at their website. Neolife is in countries like Mozambique, Tanzania, Uganda, Kenya, Botswana. These countries already have Neolife in them, and we are expanding to other countries as well. To succeed in this business, you should apply these 4 habits. First, you should use the products. Use the products to gain personal experience so you can speak with confidence. For example, apply Super Gro to your crops. When other farmers see the results, they'll want to know the secret. Secondly, learn and build your skills. Educate yourself on network marketing, sales, products, and business strategies. The more you know, the better you'll perform. The third habit is to share the product. Talk about the products with people around you. Recommend and sell naturally based on your own experience. And lastly, share the opportunity. Invite others to join Neolife. Teach them what you've learned so they can earn money just like you. This is a business where to grow, you need to help other people to grow. So this is a very good business for people who love people. How to make money using Super Gro? First, sign up as an independent Neolife distributor. For this, you need to buy a starter kit. After you have registered yourself, buy at least two 5-liter bottles of Super Gro, either for personal use or to sell. Each bottle gives you a profit of 283 rands. If you sell both, you make 566. Each bottle is worth 60 points. By buying two, you earn 120 points, the minimum required per month from a distributor. So, if you make, each bottle will give you 60 points, so that will give you that profit of 566 and 283 when you decide to sell. So, in order for you to grow, you'll have to start creating a network. Invite 6 motivated people to do the same thing that you are doing. They must register and each buy 2 bottles of Super Gro, earning 120 points per person. With the purchases from those 6 people plus your own, your team accumulates 840 points. This qualifies you for the manager level in your life with a bonus of 705 rands and a profit of 566. The more people you invite, the more you grow. Then, in order to earn the 17,000, help your 6 distributors to do the same thing that you did. Each one should invite 6 new members. If each person earns 120 points, your network will grow to 43 people, and that's 5,160 points per month. At this stage, you become a director and can earn a bonus of 17,438 rands and a profit of 566. Just like I said at the beginning of this video, that you can earn 17,000 in 3 months when you join your life. So this is the moment where you'll be earning 17,000. That is when you are having 43 people in your team, each one of them accumulating 120 points per month, including you. Each and every month everyone have to sell at least 10 liters of Super Gro. Then this will be the result. Now, help your distributors to also become directors. They will also want to earn the 17,000 rands that you are earning. So once 3 of them reach the director level, you qualify for the World Team rank with monthly earnings between 33,000 rands and 70,000 rands. So you need to help others to grow as well. Don't grow alone. The aim here is for everyone to keep on growing. So, if all 6 of your direct recruits become directors and each helps 3 others to do the same, they become World Team members. You reach the highest level, the President Team, with monthly earnings between 120,000 and 200,000. And you can even earn more than that amount. So, you need to keep on growing. Can agricultural businesses also join? Neo Life works with individuals, not with companies. So if you own an agricultural supply store, you as a private individual can absolutely sign up. Or even if you are part of an organization that works with agriculture or that helps farmers. However, because Neo Life operates through a network marketing model, products should not be displayed or sold directly on your store shelves. If you have a shop, you can keep the product in stock and make it available only to your close customers. But it should not be visible to the general public or displayed for passers-by. This helps ensure fair competition with other distributors who do not have a store. That said, even with this restriction, you have a big advantage. As a professional in the agricultural sector, You already have a customer base, a solid reputation, and technical knowledge. This puts you in an ideal position to recommend Super Gro with authority. Every time someone buys through you, you earn profit. And if you help other farmers become distributors and grow their businesses, you also earn commission from that. Your influence and experience are valuable assets for your business. So this is a very good business for those people who are in the agricultural sector. Here on this video, we've only focused on Super Gro, but Neolife has many other products in the areas of health, nutrition, beauty, and wellness. We also have household and industrial hygiene products. However, for those working in agriculture and gardening, Super Gro is an ideal product to start with and to expand the business successfully. Also, our cleaning products can be used as pesticides. They are biodegradable, just like Super Gro. You can use them to control pests. So I hope that you are going to join us and start the business. Or if you are not interested in the business, I hope you are going to use Super Gro in your farm. Thank you very much.